Doomfist, as of today, July 27th, is playable on the live servers Xbox One and PS4.
As you guys know, Doomfist is one of the most anticipated heroes that I think we've ever talked about. He's our 25th hero.
So a new character's coming to Overwatch. This is a big deal.
Wow.
Doomfist brings tremendous character to Overwatch. He's a really important figure. You've known about him since the announced cinematic where that battle happened over his gauntlet. We think both his gameplay and his story is going to make the game really great. We hope you have a blast playing him, and we look forward to hearing all of your stories about what you've accomplished with Doomfist. Thank you. But let's talk about his abilities and what type of hero he is.
A key leader to the antithesis of Overwatch talent, Doomfist uses his mobility and passive to mix it up at close range.
So probably his most defining ability is his rocket punch.
Rocket Punch, hold to charge, then release to launch forward and knock back an enemy. Damage increases if the enemy hits a wall.
Vault Breaker is a charged ability. When first cast, Vi slows down and charges up the range and damage.
Alternate Fire charges up a Rocket Punch, which will propel you an incredible distance and damage the first enemy you come into contact with.
On the second cast, Vi dashes forward, damaging and knocking back all enemies she hits. If Vi collides with an enemy champion, she will stop.
By default, we've bound Rocket Punch to Alternate Fire. It's a wind-up attack, so the longer you hold the button down, the more powerful and the farther you'll go with that Rocket Punch. He uses that huge gauntlet that he has on his right fist to throw the Rocket Punch.
5. The Piltover Enforcer.
Punch first. Ask questions while punching.
It's also worth noting that every enemy hit with an ability generates a flat 30 damage barrier, up to a maximum of 400 total health.
Vi's passive is Blast Shield. When any of her activated abilities hit an enemy, Vi gets a shield for a few seconds based upon her maximum health.
Now he has some other abilities he can do as well. He's got an ability called Rising Uppercut, which, as you guessed it, is a giant uppercut that leaps him into the air and will knock his enemy up into the air along with him.
Seismic Slam, which damages enemies in a cone.
Excessive Force causes Vi's next basic attack to deal bonus damage to her target as well as all enemies in a cone behind it.
If you're making money, then you're doing good business, and copying intellectual property only really becomes an issue if it's affecting the government.
Overwatch is the game that came out in 2016. League of Legends is a game that came out in 2010. May has a incredibly similar abilities to Anivia. I think that there's just too many coincidences for these two to be completely separate ideas.
Never played it, don't intend to either. Looks stupid to me. I could make a more interesting character with a handful of French fries.